EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. By using this technique, you must agree to take full responsibility for your own well-being. EFT is not meant to replace appropriate medical treatment or mental health therapy. So what is EFT? EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. EFT is a gentle tapping technique where you tap on specific points on the body while tuning into an emotional issue that has been causing a disturbance in the body's energy system. This disturbance is called negative emotions. Negative meaning something uncomfortable, and emotion meaning energy in motion. So by tapping these points that are derived from the ancient art of acupuncture and acupressure while tuned into a past emotional issue, balance in the energy system can be restored, bringing with it relief from physical and psychological problems. Let's start with the basic instructions for applying EFT. And if you have not received the EFT instructions leaflet with this recording, you can download it for free at www.walkingtall-hypnotherapy.com. So let us begin with the tapping points. The first point is called the karate chop point, and it is located on the side of either hand where the little finger is. And just as it is called, it is the fleshy side of the hand used in karate. Now what I would like you to do is begin tapping this point with the index and forefinger of the opposite hand. You may use either hand. There is no wrong way to do this, as it is a very forgiving technique. Tap this point at least 7 times, and each of the following other points. The next point is the eyebrow point, and this is located on the inside edge of the eyebrow, close to the bridge of the nose. Again, either side will do, whatever feels right or comfortable for you. Tapping this point with the index and forefinger 7 times. The next point is the side of the eye. This point is located on the bone on the outside edge of the eye socket. Tapping this point again with the same 2 fingers 7 times. The next point is under the eye. Again, this is on the bone on the underside of the eye socket. Tapping again 7 times with the same 2 fingers. Next we have under the nose. This point is under the nose between the nose and the top lip. Again, tapping here 7 times. Now moving on to the chin point. This is located in the dip between the lower lip and the chin. Tap here 7 times also. The next point is the collarbone point. To find this point, run your finger from your chin down your neck to about where a man ties a necktie, and you will notice a V where both collarbones meet. Now from the center of this V, run your finger up either side until you notice where the bone angles off towards either shoulder. And it is at the tip of the bone where it angles off on either side. This is where to tap. This is what we call the collarbone point. Tap here 7 times. Next, I would like you to pat under your arm, on either side with the palm of your hand, along the line where a lady's bra strap would be. Pat here 7 times. This is called the underarm point. And the last point is located on top of the head, around where a girl would have a hairband cross her head. pat here with the palm of your hand 7 times. Now, if you need to go back over this section to familiarize yourself with the points before moving on, please do so now. So let's begin your letting go of feelings of emotional blackmail. Now, the first thing I would like you to do is to satisfy your curiosity on how you will release those feelings attached to that worry of being emotionally blackmailed. As worry is only the greatest misuse of your imagination. So by releasing feelings held in your body, as you create negative events in your own imagination, you will begin to use your imagination in a more creative way. As everything man-made was created in the imagination first. So as you begin to just stop and think for a moment of a time, place, or person that has caused you to have those feelings of emotional blackmail. Just allow any memory of a time that caused you to feel emotionally blackmailed come to mind. Maybe even noticing, as you imagine that time, place, or person coming to mind, that it has also got a feeling attached somewhere in your body. So just noticing, as you listen to the sound of my voice, that question receiving an answer, and that answer associated maybe to a feeling in your body. Alright, and as that is happening, and you have become more aware of the images or sounds associated to that memory, that worry of being emotionally blackmailed. Very good. So what I'd like you to do is I would like you to measure that feeling on a scale of 0 to 10 of intensity. Now, whatever number pops to mind between 0 and 10 is the right answer. There's no need to go searching for rational right answers, as you are working with your unconscious mind. And that answer may be very subtle. So just as your unconscious mind gives you that memory, maybe that feeling, it also gives you the right number for that intensity associated to those feelings of emotional blackmail. Okay, so what number comes to mind connected to that feeling? Alright. So what I would like you to do is begin by saying after me while tapping on the karate chop point. Even though I have that number of intensity of emotional blackmail, I deeply and completely accept myself. And again, while continuing to tap on the karate chop point, even though I have that number of intensity of emotional blackmail, I deeply and completely accept myself. And one more time, even though I have that number of intensity of emotional blackmail, I deeply and completely accept myself. Now begin tapping on the eyebrow point and each other point saying the reminder phrase to keep you focused now. That emotional blackmail. Side of the eye. That emotional blackmail. Under the eye. That emotional blackmail. Under the nose. That emotional blackmail. Chin point. That emotional blackmail. Collarbone. That emotional blackmail. Under the arm. That emotional blackmail. And top of the head. that emotional blackmail. Alright, now I'd like you to take a deep breath in, filling your lungs, and release that now. And as you exhale, and as you do that, bringing that worry of emotional blackmail into your imagination, noticing the difference in how you feel, measuring once again from 0 to 10 of intensity connected to that emotional blackmail. Now, as you were going through the first round of tapping on that issue, if you found your mind wandering to other thoughts or memories, even if they were similar, I would like you to go back and start again, keeping your attention and focus only on the issue you are working on. And if other memories came to mind, you can make a note of them and work on each one in turn, just by returning to the beginning of this session. Alright. Assuming you are focused and you've got a remaining intensity of emotional blackmail number on that issue, let's continue. Releasing that now. So begin tapping on the karate chop point once again while saying, just because I have this remaining number attached to that emotional blackmail, I deeply and completely accept myself. And again, just because I have that remaining number attached to that emotional blackmail, I deeply and completely accept myself. And one more time, just because I have that remaining number attached to that emotional blackmail, I deeply and completely accept myself. Now begin tapping on the eyebrow point and each other point, saying the reminder phrase, remaining emotional blackmail feelings. Side of the eye, remaining emotional blackmail feelings. Under the eye, remaining emotional blackmail feelings. Under the nose, remaining emotional blackmail feelings. Chin point, remaining emotional blackmail feelings. Collarbone point, remaining emotional blackmail feelings. Under the arm, remaining emotional blackmail feelings. And top of the head, remaining emotional blackmail feelings. Very good. Now I would like you to take a deep breath in, filling your lungs once again, and release that now. And as you do, noticing as you imagine what has worried you about being emotionally blackmailed, noticing if any feelings that were associated within your body as you bring that time, place or person that made you feel emotionally blackmailed to mind. Just imagining that event, bring it to mind, and noticing the changes in you now. How you feel, measuring 0 to 10 of intensity again. And should there be little left now, notice where that may be in your body. And just close your eyes and go inside, noticing where you may have that remaining worry or feeling attached to that emotional blackmail. Noticing where you feel that now. Placing all your attention on that emotional blackmail feeling. And as you go inside and place your attention on that feeling, and if there is no feeling attached to that emotional blackmail, perhaps noticing it as a color, And if it has a colour, it must have a shape. Or perhaps you notice a shape first. And if you notice a shape first, it must have a colour. So what colour is that? That shape. And what shape is that colour of that emotional blackmail? Maybe the outline is different from the colour of the body of the shape, or perhaps the shape is all the one colour, or maybe it's a mixture of colours. I don't know. Whatever comes to mind. But you can notice now whatever colour and shape comes to mind as you listen to me. That's right. That colour coming to mind. That shape. Alright. So just allow your eyes to open, and as you do that, beginning to tap on the karate chop point while saying after me, so what if I still have that emotional blackmail colour and shape? I accept that I am okay. And again, so what if I still have that emotional blackmail colour and shape? I accept that I am okay. And one more time, so what if I have that emotional blackmail colour and shape? I accept that I am okay. Now begin tapping on the eyebrow point and each other point while saying the reminder phrase, that emotional blackmail colour shape. Side of the eye, that emotional blackmail colour shape. Under the eye, that emotional blackmail colour shape. Under the nose, that emotional blackmail colour shape. Chin point, that emotional blackmail colour shape. Collarbone, that emotional blackmail colour shape. Under the arm, that emotional blackmail colour shape. On top of the head, that emotional blackmail colour shape. Taking another deep breath in, filling your lungs, and then letting all that go. Now, checking once more by bringing that issue to mind and measuring 0 to 10 of intensity of feelings of emotional blackmail connected to that time, place or person. And if you have any remaining number pop to mind, just continue on to the next section for mopping up those fragments not cleared. And if you're at 0, you can return to the beginning of this session and eliminate as many worries attached to emotional blackmail as you wish.